Hi everybody, today we're going to do social science. The topic for social science today is boiling. It's fairly simple, right? Boiling. What is boiling? Have you ever seen water boiling? Duh, yes you did. Okay, so how do we boil? How do we start boiling? First of all, you take water, but we are having ice cubes today. These are ice cubes. Okay, then we put the ice cubes in a pot. But first of all, before we go into the pot, in which state is the ice cubes? Yes, they are in, but this is actually water, you know that. But they are in a solid phase. Solid phase. For example, it's a solid. It cannot change its shape unless you melt it. So then you put or place the ice cubes in a pot. Any cooking pot. But in order to melt the ice cubes, you need what? Yes, you need a stove. But what does the stove give us? It gives us heat. Heat, and that heat is a form of a flame. Alright. And then once you have the flame, you put the pot and then you boil it. Or you put the pot on the stove and wait for it. Alright, so here at the bottom you have boiling water. Boiling water. Alright. So here you have, let's say again, you have ice cubes which is in a solid phase. You place the ice cubes in a pot. You place the pot on a stove, because what does the stove give us? It gives us heat. Where does heat come from? It comes from a flame, or it comes from electricity. Okay? And then the ice cubes will, so when you give heat to the pot or the ice cubes, it turns into what? The ice cubes melt. So when the ice cubes melt, so it melts. So when you add heat to it, it melts. And once the ice cubes is turned into water, it is then in its liquid phase. In its liquid phase. So this is how it is. So you have ice cubes, which is in its solid phase. When you add heat to it, it melts and then it turns into water, which is a liquid phase. But what happens when the water heats up? Yes, it boils. So it boils. But when water boils, what comes from the water? Gas. So it boils, it turns into a gas. And what is that gas called? Vapor. It is called vapor. Okay? Vapor, or it evaporates going up into the air, and it is a form of a gas. Okay? So, I have given you a worksheet about boiling. Complete the following activity about boiling. Ask your mom or dad to boil some water in a pot on a stove, similar to this one. You don't necessarily have to use ice, but if you have ice, it is very good. So you can see the process. Let's say again, you have ice cubes, which is in the solid phase. When you add heat to it, it melts and it turns into a liquid phase, which is called water. But you can also get a lot of liquid phases, like cold drink, chocolate can become becoming a liquid. Alright? Also, oil is also a liquid. You have a pot and a stove. So the stove gives us heat in the form of a flame. And boiling water, it boils and the water becomes a vapor or a gas. Gas is also a phase which is the gas phase. Okay. So the questions are, look at the water while the water is getting hotter and hotter from the heat of the stove, like the flame. What can you feel when you stick your finger in the water? Don't wait until the water don't wait until the water boils. When the water is busy heating up, put your finger in the water and feel how it feels. And then you complete the whole activity. I'm just going to read for you something from the book. When a liquid boils, it changes into gas, like I explained to you. When water boils, it changes into a gas. The particles of the liquid gain heat and move much quickly. Some of the heated particles move so far apart that they escape from the surface of the liquid and become a gas. Water changes into steam when it boils. Steam is heated water vapor. When a liquid gets hot enough to boil, we say it reached its boiling point. Different liquids have different boiling points. How hot water's boiling point? Do you know the temperature of boiling water? I know. Teacher Lani, do you know the temperature of boiling water?
100 degrees.
There you've got your answer. So also at the worksheet at the top, listen to the video again and complete the following paragraph. And that is the end for social science. Until we see each other again next week. Bye bye.